And good evening, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, and this is the holiday week. The holidays are here, and we're going to be talking about the holidays, the holy days. We're going to be talking about the astrology of the week. We're going to be doing some spiritual messages and ask a question of the week. So I want to welcome you to Cosmic Connections. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling kind of flumboozled, flumbuxed, pressured, tension, and thank goodness I know a little astrology, right? Because every day in every way, we're getting closer to the last major square between Saturn and Uranus. I'm going to talk about that in a moment as people are entering the room. Marsha, John, Kathy, Debbie, hello, good evening, friends. Hearts and hugs to you all. And I'm really well. I know I did the big reveal last week that I had the big C and navigated that very well. Everyone in my household had it, and narrowly a scratch. I know that might be a little unusual. I don't know, but we're all feeling very fine. I'm just feeling the weight and the heaviness of the square that keeps on growing, and it peaks on Christmas Eve, really early morning, Eastern Standard Time. First of all, I want to just welcome everybody to our little gathering and wish you a very peaceful season. This is the season of peace, the return of the light. Yesterday we had solstice. And you know, the word solstice means standing still. It's as though the sun is standing still in the solar system, and it begins to gather in light. So a friend of mine said, "Oh, I love winter solstice because that means spring is just around the corner," which is true. You know, I mean, summer solstice, we lose light every day, but the light is returning. So when you drive around your neighborhoods or in your own home and lighting a candle or two or reflecting on light, just remind yourself that the natural cycles are doing the same thing. And light represents being awakened and learning more and being able to see in the dark. So that's the message of solstice. And then right away, we go into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. This year, there's a tremendous tension that's different than other years because, like I was saying, we have the clash of the Titans. We have two of the major planets that have been marking this past year in a 90-degree angle to each other. Remember, 90-degree angle represents tension and pressure. It's as if we're being blindsided at every turn. And wherever that might fall in your chart, Aquarius and Taurus, you may be feeling that tension. Hi, Joyce and Devin and Deb. Yes, spring is near. Merry Christmas, Lynn. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Linda. Hi, Hugs. Hi, Maria. Hi, Chastity. Hello. Thank you, John. I'm wearing my Christmas best. Hi, Nancy. I am feeling well. Thank you. I appreciate the concern and good wishes. Hi, Patricia. Marcia. Yes. I'll just see everybody. Hi, Devin. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Beautiful souls all in this room. So this is one of the reasons why I love astrology, because it's all about cycles, right? So every solstice, every winter solstice, the Sabian symbol is an Indian chief claims his authority to the assembled tribe. Now, keeping in mind, that's the original line from 1928. And I'm using the language of 1928. So the implication is that we all are stepping into our own authority once the sun returns. And you can make an argument that as the sun returns, the sun represents being enlightened or being connected with inspired light coming from the original light, the God of your understanding, the creator. So that if we are indeed light beings, every solstice, we get a jab of stepping into our own authority. So that's always the theme every 21st of December. And then as the week progresses, many of you who celebrate Christmas, and to me, it's almost a borderline secular holiday now, but the Sabian symbol is quite unique for Christmas Eve. And I want to read that directly to you. As a reminder, the Sabian symbols were given to us by a medium and an astrologer in 1928. They were meditating, and what was coming down were these amazing images, word pictures. So the word picture for Christmas Eve is a human soul, and its eagerness for new experiences seeks embodiment. Now, trust me, I am fairly certain that the powers that be in Rome that decided that Christmas Eve and Christmas Day would be the 24th and 25th of December did not know about the Sabian symbols because they were not revealed thousands of years ago. But how interesting is that? The idea that we are all through the Christ child, the image and symbol, or for believers, the actual incarnation of God as man. Human soul and its eagerness for new experiences seeks embodiment. What that means for all of us humans is that during this season of light, we are eager to embody new experiences. We're eager to be filled with the spirit of compassion, the spirit of peace, the spirit of Christmas. So that's the Sabian symbol for Christmas Eve. And so I thought I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to share a lot of things here tonight. Let's get my notes here. Hi, Jody. Hi, Kim. Hi, Joan. Hi, Melody. Hello, Robin. Merry Christmas, dear cousin. Hi, Nancy. Good evening. Hi, Rebecca. Blessed Yule to you, darling. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Rodney. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Yule. Joyce and Devin. Hello. So, beautiful picture in the pictures in the greeting cards, Robin. Every year I tell myself I'm going to send out Christmas cards, and I never get around to it. And every year it gets crazier and crazier. So here's the question for the week, friends. Have you been feeling the juxtaposition and pressure of having too much to do and trying to balance tradition, maybe the traditional way you've always celebrated the season, with a sense of franticness and unpredictability? Or have you been feeling a curtailment of your sense of freedom? Have you been feeling afraid that your freedoms are going to be taken away from you? No, I am not quoting from the blog or podcast. I'm talking astrology. Because in the sky, we've got the freedom planet Uranus juxtapositioning its energy and butting up against Saturn, which is limitation. Saturn is rules, the man, limitations. It's also in a positive vein, responsibility. And Uranus is unpredictability and technology and a sense of electric unpredictability that anything and everything can happen. When we have these two planets moving together, we can also create something called FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Don't you love that? Fear. In my travels this week, I have been clearing out books, and I want to remind you of this classic. Does anyone remember this book? Is from about maybe 15 years ago. Candace Pert, PhD. She's in spirit now. She was an amazing bioscientist, physicist, chemist. She wrote this book for the masses. It's still rather dense, but it's a great book. She came to the conclusion that our molecules in our body don't necessarily go on a circuit. So when we're feeling a fear or feeling grief or feeling joy or feeling love, it's not like in the old days when you learned AMP, you had the dendrites and They're fitting in to the nerve cycle. And then you have the energy being expressed bit by bit by bit. Her thesis, and it's been proven, is that there's almost a simultaneous emotion that flares up through your body all at the same time, that the emotions are communicated within the cells of our body. Obviously, I was rereading this to remind me and remind you that fear as an emotion is a very real physiological thing that starts right here in our brains. And so during this season of holiness and the return of the light, I would, if you've got time, who's got time, reread the molecules of emotions and remind yourself how we are physiologically programmed by our creator to navigate these emotions in such a way that we can have some control over how our entire body is functioning, and therefore our immune system, and how it functions. Wow, I there's so much more I want to share with you about that, but I want to pull that into the astrology of the week, because Saturn, which represents, fear and limitation, and Uranus, which represents electromagnetic systems, are coming together. So in your meditations and in your prayers, in your celebration of Christmas, remind yourself of how powerful you are, and that power coming and bestowed upon you in your physiology by Creator, that you can indeed have some say in how your body is functioning and how your body is interpreting what's going on out there. That's my Christmas message for you, that we have a little bit more control perhaps than we think. But this is the week when Saturn Uranus is squaring, when we're more prone to having upsets and feeling that inconsolable sense of I can't get past the limitations of my life. As I'm speaking to you until technically Saturday, there's a big rush of relaxation on Saturday, by the way. Saturday is Sunday the 26th. We have the last quarter square, so there's a sense of, phew, we've made it. But right now, Christmas and Christmas Eve and today is under what's called the disseminating moon. Now, disseminating means talking about it. Sometimes we talk, and that's programming ourselves to feel more fear, and the molecules inside of our body fire simultaneously. That's the thesis in here, in a very layperson's way. The thesis is that our molecules of emotions can be spontaneously erupted all at the same time. And all it takes is a thought to navigate and mitigate the fear or whatever emotion that you might be experiencing. So this is extremely relevant for this week, the week when the light returns. Number one. Number two, disseminating cycle started on yesterday, on beautiful solstice, at 5:26 p.m. That's when the moon and the sun were in conjunct to each other. And the Sabian symbol is blood rushes to a man's head, vital energies mobilize under the spur of ambition. I don't know about you, but I really got fired up yesterday and today. I finally got my newsletter out. And if you want to receive any newsletters, just go to my website and just sign up. But I finally got it out because I wanted to make it as complete as possible, because I'm going to be doing lots and lots of classes. Well, 5 classes on the year ahead. One is a special workshop event with Susie Wu, a wonderful, wonderful friend, and we're going to be going to Ellicottville. So if you want to take a little break, a little winter break, and join us on the 9th, this Sunday, the 9th of January, we're going to be doing a whole workshop on the year ahead, and she'll be bringing in her insight as well as an astrologer, healer, and medium. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be the in-person one, God willing, right? And then I'll be doing everything else online, the Zoom classes. But that was my disseminating phase. I started to pull together the newsletter. So the question for the week is twofold. Has anyone been feeling this pressure and trying to balance freedom with limitation? Freedom with limitation, number one. Number two, are you ambitiously pushing yourself maybe to the finish line of the big celebration or anything else? Are you feeling that urge of getting things accomplished this week? Meanwhile, some other things about this wonderful week's energy. The moon is inconjuncting, and when we have an inconjunct, we often feel this sense of annoyance and irritation throughout the week. That's normal with this energy. We also have on the 24th, Jupiter and the moon opposite each other. So if we're going to get emotional, we're going to get really emotional. And we have the moon trining the south node. So that's emotional release of things of the past and with love, maybe people of the past with love. We also have, I made some notes here about, and this just came out. I'm going to share this with you as well. This came out. We have 9 legal challenges against the administration's COVID-19 vaccine or test mandate for large employers. It's not a done deal, but this just came out 3 minutes before I started to talk. There's going to be a Supreme Court, how I understand that, decision made on this on the 7th of January. And I wanted to share if indeed that goes the way they are saying it's going to go. That translates to a Sabian symbol, the word picture of the Union Jack flag flies from a British warship. And the implication is political power. So we'll see how this pans out. But again, I hope you understand that the astrology has been ultimately describing this dance on the planet between individual Uranian freedoms, collective freedoms, and Saturn, old school, old governmental overreach, perhaps. Some people might say that. Although I think half of us, 50-50, are for the vaccine mandates. I should say V mandates, because God knows I don't want the bots to shut me up. I mean, how crazy is this? I'm in a disseminating mode. I want to talk, and I can't say certain words because I might be censored. I'm not saying anything against the vaccines. I'm just talking like a, star reporter. I'm just giving you the news from the astrological point of view. But how odd is that? Uranus, Saturn, and coming to a peak, the Union Jack is flying his flag, political power on that date. Supreme Court is going to be hearing that on that day. All right, so for all of us, as we are in this week of joy and peace and the return of the light and the embracing of your own personal authority, question, are you feeling that pressure? And what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Because this is disseminating. So I think there will be a lot of discussions around the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day table. And I'm going to give you a little astrology about what you might be talking about. Okay. Nancy's feeling a little overwhelmed, an intense day. Okay. It's a great book, Molecules of Emotions. Yes. It's an oldie but goodie, Sherry Lynn. Yes. She mapped the chakras and neurotransmitters. Thank you, Nancy. Absolutely. It's a great book. Yeah, a little bit of both. Feeling overwhelmed, trying to figure out how to scale back. The energy is a bit crazy. Freedom gone due to health issues. Correlation between it all. Yep. A lot of good comments here. Okay. And so you're never late. I'm just all glad that you're all here, Julia. These are things you might be talking about this week, friends. If you are Aries or Aries rising, What you might be disseminating or sharing or speaking about might be aspects of your creativity. If you have children or grandchildren, you'll want to communicate with them. You want to communicate about what gives you joy. That's for our Aries friends. For Taurus, the disseminating phase is activating your home house, your family. You might be wanting to disseminate new ideas about how to make a home a more nurturing place, how to become closer with your family. If you're Gemini or Gemini rising, the energy is about talking about how you're communicating, how you're organizing your papers, organizing your schedule. And if you have siblings, you might be really wanting to talk to them this week. For Cancer or Cancer rising, you might be talking and thinking about income, how to create more abundance in your life. For Leo or Leo rising, you might be talking about yourself. You might be asserting your many skills and talents and stepping up to the plate to become stronger and more of a leader. If you're Virgo or Virgo rising, this energy this week is having you talk about spiritual things, the meaning of life, going within and speaking about discoveries. If you are Libra or Libra rising, it's all about your friends. You're talking and wanting to talk and connect with friends and wanting to talk and talk to your friends and talk about the meaning of friendship. If you're Scorpio or Scorpio rising, you're talking about ways to enhance your leadership and your career. Disseminating phase for the Sagittarius rising or Sagittarius sun is talking about freedom, talking about expanding your life, maybe teaching or traveling. For Capricorn, you're talking about income, savings, and security, personal security. If you're Aquarius or Aquarius rising, you're really wanting to talk and disseminate ideas with your partner, and you're wanting to get closer with your significant other, and perhaps talking to them about having a better, more complete relationship. If you're Pisces or Pisces rising, you're talking about work. You're talking about work and service and how you can become healthier. You're talking about the ways to empower your health. Alrighty, friends. So let us now shift gears a little bit. And thank you. I forgot to remind you. I know some of you do this automatically, and I am so grateful. But when you do share this in process, I appreciate that very much to get the word out. I don't know about astrology, but thank you. Sharing is caring. Your names go into baskets. Depending on where I am, I have many baskets. And the winner of today's drawing of the transit report is Lynn Sue K. Lynn Sue K. Or Keys. Lynn Sue K. I'm not sure if you're here this evening, Lynn, but contact me if I do not have your email. We were probably Facebook friends. I can contact you that way. Okay. Some more comments. Congratulations, Lynn. Oh, there you are, Susan. Okay, congratulations. Yay, you are here. Terrific. You win a transit report. So I will need your birth date, your birth time, your birth city, and I'll send that out to you as a little Christmas. Yes. I could. All right. Susan Keys, congratulations. Thank you for sharing, Susan. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Patty. Merry Christmas, Melody. Sharing is caring. I'm glad that made sense to you, Chastity. You're putting the lights on the tree. Kimberly, I just got the tree up and the lights outside today. I'm so behind. Everything's been irritating me too, Devin, and I was with a good friend today, and he was saying, because something really irritated happening with my infrastructure of my house, and it's like one of those things that's dependent on the weather, and it's dependent upon, and it's like this plumbing. It's a little bit of a nightmare. And he said, "Well, you didn't react." And I felt like saying, "Well, I feel like screaming and throwing things, but that's not what a mature 65-year-old does, right?" So I just sucked it in and wanted to share that with you all here tonight. Hi, Anne. You are releasing people in your life. Yes, Melody. Gotcha. Understood. Susan, if you could possibly message me or use Messenger to send me all the information. All right. Keep in mind, it's going to be a beautiful Merry Christmas once we get there, right? But the irritations early on Christmas Eve morning and right before tomorrow, we're going to be feeling that pressure and tension. This is an unusual configuration. It is marked the year of 2021 of trying to balance limitation with freedom, limitation with freedom. And I mean, it could be something, if it was a different year, and we weren't talking about V's and V's and V's and V's, we would be saying, yeah, I love my family, but I'm feeling limited because I have to make the Christmas goose or whatever, the Christmas tofu salad. Um, I'm feeling limited because I don't want to do that. I'd rather be on a beach somewhere in Florida. So, but this tension is more global too. It's the juxtaposition between literally our freedoms and the old school, traditional, in power elite that are wrestling with what is going on the planet right now in so many multiple ways. There's just not one issue. It is not just one issue, but we're feeling it, and that can create irritation. So let's get into our spiritual head and do some spiritual sharing, some spiritual messages. Okay. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light and truth, inspiration and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Please let me know by just telling me if you'd like to get a message, and I'll let my finger do the walking. Okay. Hi, Anne Gardane. Gardane. Anne Gardan. Hope I'm saying that right. Would you like a message, Anne? And are you still in the room here? Great. Thank you, Anne. All right. So I want to get into your energy if you would like a message. And as I'm connecting with your spirit, I'm aware of two gentlemen who are coming in together from the other side of life. And I believe they are brothers. I believe one might be your father and one may be an uncle or a man who's very close, or maybe a brother-in-law to your father, but they're coming in very close, close connection. And what these gentlemen are saying, they were, very, very close friends. They were very good in often male kinship or male bonding is like through sports or through some shared activity. It feels like they had some shared activity when they were alive. And as they're coming in for you, they're reminding you of the adage, all work and no play, that you've been taking care of not just your responsibilities, but other people's responsibilities. And they're saying this is well and good, but perhaps a New Year's resolution for you, Anne, might be to factor in some specific play time. Like they always did their play time together, the sports situation. And as I'm connecting with you for the new year, I'm very aware of March for you as a month, when either you is a very important month for you, whether you have a lot of Pisces in your chart or Aries in your chart, I have no idea in. But there's a lot of activity with your chart in March in 2022 that's about taking the next step relative to it's more of an avocation than a career. It's more like an activity that's fun and that's social, and it's also very creative as well. So those are the messages I'm getting for you tonight, Anne. And I would like to say to you that again, feel free to confirm or not confirm the things I've been saying, but these two male presences are kind of guardians for you. And there's a sense, and they could actually be a grandfather and his brother. I'm not sure which, but there's something about these male energies which you respond to, and you've had to play both roles. You've had to be balanced in your feminine and your male role. I don't know if you've worked in a male industry or what have you, but you've got both of these yin and yang characteristics with you. So I give you lots of love and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to Anne. Hi, Marianne, never late. Okay. Hi, Darlene. God bless. Thanks for being here. Okay. Closing my eyes. And for the people who would like the message, it came to my name. Whoops. That doesn't help with things, right? Okay. Darlene Whitaker Greer. Hi, Darlene. Hello. I just selected you, my dear. Darlene from Florida. Hello, hello. Hi, Sherry Lynn. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Julia. Darlene, as I'm coming into your energy space, I have your sweetheart here from the other side of life. And he's coming in here with, the tinsel and there's some sort of Christmas flavor he's giving me. Peppermint. The peppermint patty, not peppermint patties, but the peppermint sticks and peppermint tea, and he's coming in with that beautiful flavor, and the reds and the greens and the whites, and he's telling you with all of his heart that you represent the joy of Christmas to him always. And as he's coming in, he's showing me, I think it's a little necklace, perhaps, that was gifted to you by him. It's a chain. It might be a little heart. I think it is a heart that you still have. It's very shimmery. And he's saying that, I think it's a heart. Was it a heart? That there was just a true, he's always had your heart. You always have his heart. But I'm getting this little trinket. It may have been a Christmas gift in years gone by. He's letting you know that when you feel his presence, especially sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel his awareness around you, don't judge yourself or don't second guess yourself, that he really is kind of hovering and protecting you. And he's really, really happy with the strides you've made in creating a life for yourself. And he's saying, job well done in taking care of you regarding your nutrition and your exercise. That he's very proud of you, because that's the best thing anyone can do for themselves, is to, whether it's working out or walking. And he's saying, job well done. All right. Okay. All right, darling. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's fish in his wedding ring. All right, sweetheart, because that's what I was picking up. Where's the necklace? I'll leave that with God's love. And thank you for sharing, Lynn. You just lost 10 pounds. Well, your hubby says, you look hot, kid. I gained what you lost, sweetie. It's, okay. That's beautiful. I'm so glad he was able to come through for you tonight. All right. Thank you, friends, for being here. And thank you so much. My clients mean the world to me, and my friends, I am very blessed to be able to serve. And we are all servants in the light. All of us, all of us, all of us, no matter what our circumstances, we're always giving, even if we don't think we're giving. right? We really, really are. And so my sincere wishes for all of you to have a beautiful week. And as that lumbering Saturn Uranus is still operational, use it as a reminder of all the things you'd like to accomplish. By the time we get to Christmas, the moon is in Virgo, and it's all about serving, about joining in the season, and eating wonderful food, hopefully, and sharing it with others. And much love and light to you all. We'll see you next week in anticipation of 2022. And Merry Christmas.